Exposed my gold digger sister's fake engagement ring at family dinner. And now my whole family blames me. At the center of every family, there's a narrative that defines the dynamics, the relationships, and the grudges. And in our family, that narrative was Jennifer, my sister, the golden child, practically a family icon. She walked through life with a sparkly, overconfident aura, and everything seemed to revolve around her whims. My parents, bless them, were utterly charmed by her. No matter how selfish or spiteful she acted, they always found a way to excuse her behavior. "She's just strong-willed," my mom would say whenever Jennifer would throw her biting remarks at me or anyone who dared cross her path. "She's just going through a phase," Dad would add whenever she discarded one of her boyfriends as if they were disposable. Their hearts shattered while Jennifer simply moved on, hunting for the next rich man who could provide for her lavish desires. She had made it her life's mission to secure a man who could finance her high-maintenance lifestyle. Each new relationship was a game of wealth acquisition, a strategic calculation of who could offer her the most. Her EXCs were like stepping stones in a river of affluence, one by one discarded the moment they no longer served her needs. And my parents? Well, they were proud of her for it. Every new catch was a new opportunity for them to bask in the reflected glow of Jennifer's seemingly perfect life. They didn't care that she was a gold digger, they celebrated it, living vicariously through her string of wealthy EXCs. By the time Jennifer hit 26, I thought she might run out of wealthy prospects. But no, she managed to land Damien, a well-off guy who worked at his father's company. The big fish. The golden goose. My parents were elated, and Jennifer played her cards well. Damien wasn't just rich, he was the heir to his father's business empire. According to her, he was her happily ever after, her final jackpot. But unbeknownst to Jennifer, there was a twist, a plot twist that would send everything into a spiral. Damien's mother didn't approve of Jennifer from the start. She saw through the fraud that Jennifer had crafted. While Jennifer had managed to convince Damien that she was truly in love with him, his mother was more perceptive. She wasn't fooled by Jennifer's well-manicured charm, and she had her suspicions that Jennifer was just another gold digger aiming for their family's wealth. She didn't want her son falling for someone who only saw dollar signs. So, she convinced Damien to test Jennifer, to buy her a fake engagement ring and see how she reacted when the truth came out. Damien, torn between his loyalty to his mother and his love for Jennifer, reluctantly agreed. It was a gamble, but he hoped it would prove his mother wrong. The day Jennifer got that ring, she was over the moon. She pranced around the house, flashing the diamond at anyone who dared glance her way, her pride shining brighter than the ring itself. She was insufferable, bragging to everyone about how perfect her life was, about how she had finally snagged a man who could give her everything she wanted. And of course, this meant that during family dinners, I had to endure her endless flaunting. She would hold her hand out conspicuously, waiting for everyone to ooh and ah over the size of the diamond. My parents fed into her ego, gushing over how lucky she was, how proud they were that she had done so well for herself. I never said much during these dinners. I just kept my head down, focused on my own life, my own relationship with Tom. Tom wasn't rich. He didn't come from some high-flying, moneyed background. He was building his own business from scratch, with nothing but grit and determination. I admired him for that, for being self-made. But of course, in Jennifer's world, that wasn't good enough. She saw him as a nobody, a mere footnote in my life, and she wasn't shy about letting me know it. At one particular family dinner, Jennifer was in rare form. She had been showing off her ring all evening, soaking in the praise from our parents. But when she noticed I wasn't fawning over it like everyone else, she turned her sharp tongue on me. "Why so quiet?" she asked, her voice dripping with condescension. "Still trying to figure out how you're going to pay rent this month with Tom?" I clenched my jaw, trying to stay calm. I knew she was trying to get a rise out of me. She always did. He's working hard building something real. Jennifer let out a derisive laugh. Oh, please. He'll never be Damien. I mean, look at this ring. She waved her hand in front of my face, the diamond catching the light. Tom could never afford something like this. That was it. I snapped. You know, Jennifer, that ring is probably fake. The words flew out of my mouth before I could stop them. It was pure spite, a petty jab to shut her up. But the moment I said it, I could see her entire demeanor shift. The color drained from her face, and her eyes narrowed. What did you just say? She asked, her voice cold and sharp. I crossed my arms, refusing to back down. I said that ring is probably fake. Damien probably doesn't trust your gold-digging ass. I expected her to laugh it off, to brush it aside and continue her relentless bragging, but she didn't. Instead, she looked genuinely shaken. And then, to my surprise, she stormed out of the dining room, muttering something about needing to get to the bottom of this. What I hadn't anticipated was how much weight my words would carry. Jennifer, in her typical overdramatic fashion, went straight to Damien and confronted him about the ring. Damien, caught off guard and cornered, finally confessed. Jennifer, he said, his voice heavy with regret. The ring is fake. My mom wanted to test you. She didn't think you were with me for the right reasons. Jennifer's face contorted with fury. A test? You tested me? After everything? Her anger boiled over, and in her outrage, she let slip the truth, her own truth. Of course, I'm with you because you're rich, she shouted, her voice trembling with emotion. Did you really think I was here for your personality? You have no idea how hard I've worked to get this far. The words hung in the air like a death knell. Damien's face fell, the reality of the situation crashing down around him. He had been wrong to test her, but now he realized his mother had been right all along. The woman he thought loved him only wanted his money. The argument escalated until Damien, heartbroken and disillusioned, walked out. He left Jennifer standing there, her perfect life in shambles, the diamond on her finger nothing more than a glittering lie. When Jennifer finally calmed down, the full weight of what she had done hit her. She tried calling Damien, tried apologizing, tried to fix the mess she had created in her fit of rage. But it was too late. Damien had blocked her, cut her off completely. And that's when the fallout truly began. My parents were furious with me, blaming me for everything. Why did you have to say anything? My mom hissed at me over the phone. You've ruined everything. Your sister was finally happy, and you just couldn't stand it, could you? I rolled my eyes at their overreaction. Mom, her happiness was built on a lie. Damien didn't trust her, and for good reason. Why are you mad at me for pointing out what everyone else can see? But my words fell on deaf ears. As far as my parents were concerned, I was the villain in this story. Jennifer, the golden child, could do no wrong. Even now, even after her entire relationship fell apart because of her own actions, they still made excuses for her. Jennifer, of course, hasn't spoken to me since the dinner. Not that I care much. I never had much of a relationship with her to begin with. She always lived in her own world, where everything revolved around her and her needs. And now, that world has come crashing down around her. As for me, well, I'm fine. I've distanced myself from my family. I live with Tom in our small but cozy apartment, where we work together to build something real, something based on love and respect, not wealth and status. Jennifer might have lost everything, but I've got everything I need right here, and that's more valuable than any ring, real or fake.